Hey y'all, I'm sorry it's kind of dark because we don't have like a lot of like lights on right now or anything going on because we're about to move soon. The end of June, July. This is the part 2 of my sugar baby experience gone wrong. So we're still, mind you, we're still in Fridays at this time. I'm still taking, the setting is still in Fridays. So if y'all have like a Fridays near y'all, any restaurant near y'all, just imagine that or whatever. We're talking in there. He hands me the money under the table because my boyfriend, I told you, he was waiting on like he was waiting on the outside, like where the chair, like you know how they have like the waiting area. He was waiting there and he was acting as if he was the regular customer. Mind you, he has never seen my boyfriend in real life. He knew that I was with someone, but he also knew that I was interested in the experience. And also he was just like, what is a nice girl like yourself doing on um trying to figure out what this is about, like you really don't need to. So I'm just like thinking to myself, so why are you like trying to get me to do this stuff with you? Like, why are you trying to get me to do this stuff if you don't think that like I'm cut out for this? So he was basically trying to talk me out of it, but he said like he liked talking to me. So I found that really weird, but I didn't find it weird enough to stop talking to him. So I was just saying to myself, like, babe, like, this is not right. This is wrong. Like, we shouldn't be doing this. But at the same time, it's just like, he's just like, let's just keep going. So he kind of motivated me, to keep going. I was just telling him about the conversation that we had, and then I told him when he slid the money under the table, he was like touching on my thigh. That's when I knew he was gonna try to get physical with me, and I was kind of scared at that point because I was like, I was creeped out. Like, it's an old fort, like a 40ish, 50ish year old man touching my thigh. I'm like 15, 16. It was weird. So we had took the bus. So I was like, my mom was outside. I told her I was with friends, and he was like, okay. So he let me leave. But he said, okay, my driver's outside. You sure you don't want me driving? I'm like, my mom's here. She's like, she's gonna be mad if I don't leave. So I made him think that my mom was there because I didn't want him to think that it was just me and my boyfriend. Like, I didn't want him to feel like, like he had access to me and like stuff like that. So he was like, literally as soon as I got back out the bus, he was like, when is the next time I'm gonna see you so I can give you another payment, and also if you want to come over and chill, like come over to my house and like we can chill out, like I'm fun, I'm cool and stuff like that. Like, he was just trying to be like one of those, how like you go to your friend's house and like their parents are always trying to like, well, some friends, like their parents are always trying to make you believe that they're so cool, and like they're just not. So yeah, he was one of those. Like, he was trying so hard. He was trying to be something he wasn't. And I'm just like, okay, like, okay. So I'm like, I'll think about it. Like, I'm just talking on the phone with him. And mind you, I don't have, like, my data's, like, I have data because I had T-Mobile at the time, and I still do. So I had T-Mobile, so it was supposed to be, unlimited and like stuff like that. But over here where I live at, there's like not a lot of T-Mobile cell towers over here. So like I couldn't really hear him and stuff like that. So he was trying to pay my phone bill, all of that. I was just like, no, my mom has it. Like, I'm like, with the money you're giving me, I could pay my phone bill. Like, he was just like, like, you're special. Like, I wanna do all these things for you. I wanna take you shopping. Like, he was like he was like being so creepy though. Like, he was just talking to me. He was like, let me take you. Like, no, like you would think like, why are you creeped out about this? You knew what it was. You knew what it's about. No, he was like, babe, let me take you. Like, he was just talking to me like as if I was his girlfriend. I found it very weird. I found it really like ill. Like, it was just like, why are you talking to me like that? I'm not your girlfriend. You know what I'm here for. You know what all of these girls are here for. Actually, I didn't know till afterwards. Like, he had a lot of other black girls there with him. Like, I didn't know, like at his house and stuff like that, on some R. Kelly type shit. Like, I was just like so weirded out by that. But I was just like, you have a wife? Like, I was like, none of this shit is adding up. You have a wife, but you have girls at your house. Like, she's okay with that? And she's like, yeah, she know I've been doing this for, like, he's like, yeah, she knows I've been doing this for years. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what is going on? Like, this should never be allowed. Like, as a mother, as a parent, as a wife, I'm not letting my husband have millions, like, not millions of girls, but you know, I'm not letting like him have like girls that has like rooms and rooms, and you know, like, you don't, God only knows what he's doing to those girls in those rooms. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, bro, this is not it. Like, this is really not it. So I told him, I was just like, if I do come over, like, because at this point in time, I just wanted to see his house. I was being curious. I was like, if I do come over, can my boyfriend come with me? Mind you, this man lived in like a freaking, when I tell you, like, it was a condominium, not a condominium, but it was like, it was one of those rich people, I forgot what you call them, but he lived in like the New York area. So like, he like had one of these like big, like, literally everything, like all his windows were glass, so like you could see the views, you could see everything. And like, he had rooms on top of rooms on top of rooms. Like, I didn't understand that. Like, he was like, it basically looked like he had that shit built for him. Like, he rented out like a lot. Like, he rented, I think it's like a loft, he rented out like he had like three. It didn't make sense. He, like, the thing is, he lived in New York and he also lived somewhere else. I'm only gonna say the New York area because New York is like pretty like mainstream, like everybody knows like New York or whatever. But where else, like, if I say something else, like, somebody probably is gonna watch the video and know who I'm talking about. So that's why I'm just only gonna say the New York area. So he had like, he rented out like lofts in New York, and shits were big as fuck. Like, cause like literally he was like trying to get me to stay the night, tell my mom like I was doing like stuff with my friends, and like, could I spend the night at their house. Like, he did, like, his wife did stuff, like, she worked overnight, but they were like fucking making money. Like, they were making money for real. But she was never home, and she never, like, he was like saying how lonely she made him feel. Like, she never really paid attention to him and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh shit, like, damn, like, what did I get myself into? So like, he was always trying to talk to me on the phone. So I was just like, okay, like, I don't even know if I want to come to your house, but like, how about we go like somewhere public and shopping? He's like, you don't feel safe with me or something like that. And we would talk, and like, he would try to talk to me like as if I was his girlfriend or something. Like, he would call me baby, he would call me babe. And one day, like, he saw my boyfriend commenting on like my Instagram pictures and stuff like that. And he was like, he flipped out. Like, he flipped out like I was with him. And I was just like, this is fucking weird. Like, this strange as fuck. Like, it was straight, it was so strange, y'all. Like, I'm just thinking like, yo, like this is like just for me to make money. Like, what are you doing? So he texted me. He was like, I do not want to see this again. And I was just like, yo, Jaden, just for money purposes, don't do it again. Like, I want my fucking allowance. Like, cause I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put up with this shit for free. Like, do not do anything to fuck this up, bro. So every time I went out with him, every time I saw him, he had a driver. He drove a specific truck. Like, it was a black truck. He drove a specific truck, and he also had a car too. The driver would switch up on days like if he wanted to be more like high and secretive, like he had a secret, like it literally looked like one of those like security trucks when like celebrities, you know, be driving it with the tinted windows and stuff like that. Like, it looked like one of those. And then he also had another car, but it was a smaller car, but it had like the windows weren't as tinted, but they were tinted enough where like you couldn't see inside. And every time I would be like in the car with him, I would feel like unsafe. Like, I just never felt safe, because like he was just too, like, what's the word, he was too overbearing. He was too demanding. He was too, like, he wanted me to himself, and I'm just like, that just does not work here. It does not work here. So I was just talking to him, and I was just like, yo, like, I was playing along. Like, I would call him babe and stuff like that, but it felt so weird. It felt so nasty, because I'm like, I was so loyal to my boyfriend. Like, I did not want anybody else. I didn't want to look at nobody else. I was like, oh my god, this feels so fucking weird. So then one day, he was like, okay, I'm willing to meet him, but he has to come by himself. So he sent his driver to my house. Mind you, I told him where I live, but like, I live in like an apartment. I don't mind telling you guys because I'm about to move anyway. So I live in like an apartment complex, but the way it is, it's like two sides. It's like a Robert Court and then a Susan Court. So it's like for like both sides, like he wouldn't have known which way to go. The fact that he knew which side to go bothered me. I didn't tell him my apartment number. I told him nothing. I just told him like the apartment and stuff like that. I told him what the name of the apartments was. He knew, the driver knew where to go. He knew everything. The driver told me, he was like, yo, you're like the driver was a young dude. Like he wasn't like an old dude. Like he was like somebody you could tell like he paid him to like dress up as like a chauffeur or something. This dude was fucking bad shit. Like he was crazy. Like the thing is, like he was one of those rich white men that like he would always like try to be funny. Like I said, he would always try to be one of those dads, like I'm cool, I'm hip, like one of those, like he was trying to be one of those dads, and I'm like, no, you're not. I'm thinking this in my head. The driver was like, yo, like, cause like I told him just call me Dom, and he was just like, you know, okay, yo Dom, you're not like, not like that, but he was like, yo Dom, you're not safe. Like he was like, yo, if I was you, I would get out of this shit. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what do you mean I'm not safe? He was like, yo, you're not fucking safe. So one night something happened with me and my boyfriend. Like it was a more personal issue, and I'll tell you guys a story time on that. He was like my mom was like, oh, you can't keep seeing him anymore. I flipped out. Literally, I like ran away or whatever. There was a whole big thing, but I like didn't come back home the whole night. And then I noticed that the car was following me. Then he was like, and then I noticed, and then when I thought back to what he was saying, like I'm still in the car, mind you, I'm just thinking back to that day where I seen that car following me. He had his driver at what was it, like what was it? It was like 10, like 1 o'clock in the morning. This man is really like sitting over there in the car. Like he's in the car. Like every time I would look over, the car would stop. When I was walking and I would stop, the car would stop with me. I was like, this is fucking freaky. This shit is like whack. Like it was freaking scary as shit. Like, so then I turned around and he was like, he handed me the photos, because he had him take pictures with a disposable camera so his wife couldn't find it anywhere. And he had him go to, you know, like where you can go to one of those stores to get like your stuff printed. He had him go to one of those stores and get the shit printed, and he showed me pictures of him taking pictures of me walking into my house, walking from school, walking to school, walking to the store. It was so creepy, guys. It was so creepy. Dude, I swear to God, like, money is not worth this. It's not worth all of this. I swear to God. Don't do this. Like, this man started getting so obsessed with me. Like, he was like, I've never had, like, a girl like you before. Like, honestly, like I just don't, like, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Like, let me treat you good, let me do this, let me do that. And I'm just telling him, like, I'm like, we're too young, this can never work. I have a boyfriend, like snap out of it. Like, I started, like, mind you, like, this is like the end of the year, bro. This is when we were talking for almost a year. Like, this man like was giving me an allowance for almost a year. I was making bank. I was getting my hair done, like ask anybody at school. I was getting my hair done, like, almost, like, I wasn't even waiting. Like, literally, I was letting the money burn like this. I was getting my hair, like, when you get box braids and stuff like that, you're supposed to let your hair sit for like a month or so your hair could grow. I wasn't letting my hair sit for a full month. Like, I was getting my hair done like every 2-3 weeks. Like that's how fast that money was burning. And sometimes I would tell him to give me all of it so I could get my hair done, get my nails done every week. And everybody was like, yo, Dom, like, how are you getting your hair done and stuff and like that and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, yeah, I was getting my hair done. I was getting lit, okay? I was getting lit. But the thing is, I was staying low-key. Like, I was smart with it. Like, I started watching videos. I started staying on top of my shit. And I started finding out how to fucking finesse, y'all. Y'all gotta know how to finesse. If y'all gonna do this shit, y'all gotta do it right. And y'all gotta finesse. Because these men will take advantage of you, and you guys look stupid. And at the end of the day, they're not doing anything wrong because you have the idea to go in to take advantage of them. So they're not doing anything wrong. But I had to learn how to finesse, so I got on my finesse game real quick, and I was like, yo, we're gonna fucking finesse this nigga, cause like, well, not nigga, cause he wasn't a nigga, he was Caucasian. But I was like, we're gonna learn how to finesse him, because he knows what he's doing, and he's trying to get, like, he's trying to trap me into like something that I don't want to be in. Like, when I tell you, he legit had like sex female slaves like at his house that his wife knew about. He was okay with that, and he was proud about it too. And I'm like, yo, why does not care about this? He's like, no, like, she's never here, she doesn't like really know, like basically, like, he rented out a condo, so like she's in her, not I keep saying condo, he rented out a loft for her, so mind you, she had her own separate loft. So honestly, like, it was just so crazy, it was so creepy, like the way this man lived. Like, he was so proud of it. Like, he, like, yeah, granted, he had homes all over. Like, when I say all over, he has homes all over. I'm gonna mention one more, because I know somebody's watching that knows this fucking story and knows this man that I'm talking about, and one in Florida too. Like, yo, he just was everywhere, yo. He was everywhere. He had a beach house too. Like, I don't care. But the thing is, I can't say too much, because I don't want this to backfire on me. So I can't really say too much as like I want to. So yeah, I wasn't digging in my nose. I was playing with my piercing, because it keeps, like, it keeps, I can't explain it, but if you get a nose piercing, you guys know what I'm going through. So literally, like, this guy just would not stop. Like, he would call my phone, he would call my phone. Then he found out my real fucking number. I don't know how he did it, but he found my real number. I was scared, y'all. I was so fucking scared, because I was so scared that my mom was gonna find out. Like, and then once I started noticing, like, the day that I walked out this door, literally, it was the day after I ran away. The day after I walked out of this door, like, it was like a Saturday or a Sunday or something like that. But when I had to go back to school, I was like, oh my god, 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 yo. When I had to go back to school, I was like, oh my god. I seen the car that he drove, like, he picked me up in, and I'm just like, I know this is your job, but please, 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 please leave me alone. Like, I have a family that loves me. I'm scared, like, I'm not gonna make it back home today. And yo, he swore to God, he was like, yo, I swear to God, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't getting paid, but I have to feed my family, and my family and everything is more important. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was scared, I was like, it was so weird. I was getting so scared every night. Like, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Like, I would literally have him, when he came over my house, like, to come over my house, I would, like, that was the only time, like, literally, he would come over my house, and he would be at my house. Like, I didn't care, like, literally all throughout the week. He was like, Jaden, my boyfriend, he would be at my house, like, all throughout the week, like, because I live in one area and he lived in another area, so he would be like all throughout the week. And literally, like, that was the only time, like, I would be like, I would tell my mom, like, oh, da, 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 like, I would just tell her, make up random shit, because she didn't like me getting in the shower while he was there. But I knew, like, that guy was just gonna be there lurking, and I felt safe with him there. So, like, literally, like, I would take like maybe a 30-minute shower when he came, and then, like, I was like, okay, like, in the morning, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to figure something out, because I don't want to go by that window. Like, he had pictures of, like, he knew what the fuck, like, you know, I live in an apartment building, so, like, it's like a door, like, cause, okay, so there's somebody here, and then there's somebody upstairs. So, like, there's, like, our door, their door, and then it's like a little porch area. I can't really explain it. And then, like, it's the outside for when you come in. So, like, literally, he had pictures of the inside of my porch. He had the garage. He had me going to the dumpster. It was some weird ass Lifetime movie type shit. Like, I never, like, literally, this was like a Lifetime movie experience for me. Like, it was out of the fucking box. And so, going into my junior year, me and my ex had going into my sophomore, like, leaving my sophomore into my junior year, me and my ex had broken up. My recent ex knows about the time that I had a stalker. He doesn't know the full story, because I didn't want to, like, at this time I was still traumatized by it. One time he saw, like, we were walking, And like literally he was like, I'm gonna walk, because like literally we were walking, there was a car that came from Robert Court's side. And like when we were walking from my bus, because at the time my bus driver let him get on, when he was walking from, when we were walking, no, when we were walking towards my house, because at this time we were in the talking stage, so he was coming over and he was just chilling. At this point in time, we weren't doing anything with each other. I can honestly say that we weren't doing anything with each other. Like, he was just walking me home and stuff like that, being like courteous or whatever, because we were in the talking stage. But like literally that same day we were walking, I was like, yo, I'm gonna call him Ray. I was like, yo, Ray, did you see that car? Like, it stopped when we stopped. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I was getting scared, because like the thing is, I wouldn't know, because like this man is rich. I wouldn't know which car he was using that day. So literally, like, I would be scared. Like, I would be scared for my life, because it was weird. And like, this didn't stop until the beginning of my senior year, this man following me. Like, that man was so obsessed with me. Like, he had his driver do the fucking most. Okay, when I tell you he had him do the most, he was obsessed with me. One day I seen him in the but he had tinted windows in his car, remember? So one day I seen him in the parking lot, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's the driver. Like, I went up, the thing is, I went up to the window. I see the window down, but I see like a white man in the car. My fucking heart dropped. My nigga, my heart dropped. My heart dropped so fast. My heart dropped fast. My heart dropped fast. It dropped so fast. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I wanna die. I wanna die. I'm not gonna see my mother again. I was by myself too, because I had like walked Ray out like once he left. And he was like, oh, hell no, I'm walking you home from now on. And I'm just like, that's not gonna stop. Like, bro, it's not gonna stop. Like, I literally wanted to cry. I was like, oh my god, it's not gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. He's going to stalk me forever. But as I was walking him out, I let him go home. Like, he was walking home, because he don't live that far from me. So I let him walk home. When I let him walk home, that's when I seen the car pull up from, okay, so it's like this. It's like we have a parking lot in the back of my house. Like, in the back of my apartments, we have a parking lot. And then we have the garages. I seen him like ride up on the garage, like out, like imagine like this is the garages, and like this is the parking lot. And this is the garage right here, and then this is the parking lot around it. So literally I seen the car driving this way like this, and then as soon as I seen it, I literally tried to run in the house. As I'm stopping, I literally stopped in my tracks, because I seen him roll down the window midway. He had like glasses, like it was like sunglasses, because it was still like kind of like hot around that time, because it was like around like September, like not September. It wasn't really hot, but it wasn't really cold either. Cause like he had came in like January, February, March. I don't know like if it was like a month in by this time, or if it was like, I don't know which date it was exactly, but that particular day wasn't that hot. Like, it wasn't that hot or it wasn't that cold. Like, it felt like a really good spring day. And so I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm not gonna make it out of this. Like, literally, I had a chance to run in the house, but it was I had one of those white girl scary movie moments where I just stood there in my chest. Like, I couldn't do nothing. I literally froze. Like, my body was numb. I dead ass didn't know what to do. So, literally, I stopped right where I was, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna accept whatever happens. Whatever happens is about to happen. So, he rolls the window down. I'm like, yo, you cannot come to my house. Leave me alone. Keep your money. I don't want your money anymore. Leave me alone, please, please, please. I don't need my mother finding out. When I started to see this car, like, this was like the 5th time I saw this car this week. When I started to see his car more often, that's when I said I had to tell my mom. Like, she has to know. I told my mom, she's like, I'm going to drive you to school from now on. Not to school, but to my bus stop. from that day forward, from my junior year forward, she drove me and she still drives me to the bus stop and back. Cause like I'm still skeptical of am I being watched still. I don't feel like I'm being watched. I haven't really had like any feelings that I was being watched or anything. I'm lying actually. There are some times where he still like ride past, but like it doesn't come into my knowledge. Like I haven't seen him. I'm like, okay, you can ride past, but like don't come in my complex. Don't do it. And like it's like a suburb area, so like I live in like a predominantly white area, but he's white, so like at the end of the day, people's not gonna think anything of it. He looks like he could live in this area, so nobody's gonna suspect anything. And that's why I was just scared, because I'm like, yo, he could do anything to me. Sometimes my mom asks me to, like, she'll forget. Sometimes she'll ask me to go throw the garbage out at night. And, like, I had forgot for a long time because it had stopped. It had stopped for a long time. So I remember one day, like, my boyfriend, I'm gonna call him Ray, he was coming from work one day. And I was so paranoid. I was so fucking paranoid. I swore I saw that fucking car. I swear to God, I saw that car. I did see the car because the thing is, and mind you, he got off work that morning at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And he said that, like, cause like me and him was talking that like whole, like, when he was on his break, for his whole break and all, he was just like, he was talking to me and he was just like telling me what was going on and stuff like that. And I was just telling him like I'm hungry, I didn't eat all day. He was like, okay babe, I got you. Because at the time he was working at a fast food restaurant, so he was like, I got you, and like I'm gonna bring you such and such. I'm not gonna tell y'all my whole order because I was being really fat that day. Like I was on my period too. Yeah, I was being really fat that day. So he was like, I'm gonna bring you this and that. So he brought it to me at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't really think he was gonna bring it, but like he called me, and it was raining hard that day. It was raining hard that day. But I was talking to one of my friends before he called me, and he was just talking to me, and he was just saying to me, like, he was just like, because at this time he didn't even like the guy friend that I was talking on the phone with or whatever. But the guy friend texted him from Instagram and made it like, because I told him the story. Well, I told him a little bit of the story, and like he was already freaked out by like the second half of the story. Like he was freaked out. So he called him. He was like, I know you don't like me and I don't like you, but that's your girl. You need to go check on her. You need to go check on her. And I'm sorry. I hope he doesn't watch this. But me and my boyfriend at the time, we were like laughing about the situation because like even if he was there, I was just like, I'm safe. Cause like I was in my room, like I just seen the car, like he was just chilling in the car, like being a fucking weirdo as he always was. But yeah, by the time my boyfriend got there, he was like, "There's nobody here." I was like, "There were cars there, but." I was like, babe, I'm not even lying to you. I swear to God, I saw it. He was like, I believe you. There's just nobody out here. Like, I was so fucking paranoid, bro. I was so paranoid. And I was just like looking around when I opened the window so that he could give me my food because I didn't want to I was being lazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I had him drive to the back and like I got the food from like my fucking window. Because the thing is, the reason why I was so scared is because I live like, where I live is like I'm on the ground floor, so like literally it's easy access for me to literally climb out my window and get back in. Like it's not like if I was to jump out of my window, I wouldn't break anything. I would probably sprain my wrist if I fell the wrong way, cause like I'm on the ground floor. So I looked out the window and I seen the car, I seen the lights on and stuff like that, and it was just sitting out there. It was just sitting in front of my window, and I knew he had left before it got there. Because I opened the window, I guess he saw me, but he left. I was like, please God, do not let this man come back. Please do not let this man come back. And this whole experience was fucking ass. The first year, like I was only talking to that man for a year. The thing is, he started stalking me for about 2.5 years. And I didn't even know, because I'm thinking this is just all money, fun and games. But I guess he said, if you're not giving me the cookie, then you gonna give me something. Listen, you gonna be my prisoner today. I told you, did you want to be my slave? You want to be my slave in that way. So now you gonna be in prison. You gonna feel like you're in prison, and I don't even have to put no cuffs on you. Like that, it felt so bad, because I wasn't having my privacy, nothing. I couldn't go to the bathroom by myself. I was so scared to be by any window in my house. The thing is, like, I got curtains, because at first, like, I just had blinds, and then I put curtains up on top too, because I was like, I didn't even tell my mom the true story of what happened until like maybe the year like after. Like I told her my junior year what was really going on, and she was like, oh shit, like da da da. And mind you, like I couldn't go to the cops. A lot of people ask me, why didn't you go to the cops? I couldn't go to the cops because even though he was paying me off the record, there's no way to prove that he was paying me, an underage minor, under the table, literally. Not all the time, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you know how people work under the table, like they can't claim that they work on their taxes and stuff like that. Literally none of that, what he was doing, could have been traced back to me, my mom, anybody, because like I made sure, because I was just like, I don't want my mom to get in trouble for something that I'm doing being irresponsible. So like that shit was crazy. And if anybody, I'm talking to young girls that think like, oh, like you just wanted the easy way out, like you just want money. These men love young black women. Like they love them, but they won't pay us as much. They love us for the idea that we'll be there, like sex, like you know how like going back like in time where like the slavery time was, they love us for the simple fact that they like the idea that we'll be their sex slaves, that we'll be like submissive to them and stuff like that. They like us for that. And he would always tell me to call him weird shit like master and shit like that. That's when I knew like he's into that type of stuff, and I'm not in, like I don't want to go there with you, like you're weird. So I said from that day on, no more sugar baby experience for me. I fucked it up for college for me, because I'm not doing it. So that's it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed part 2 to this, my sugar baby experience gone wrong. The shit that I do for YouTube, because I definitely had to delete like half of my camera roll to fucking get the rest of this video. But I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep that good ass vibe, you feel me?